Hey everybody. If you offend easily, well, today's not the damn day because I'm not in the mood. Because I'm upset. I'm upset that people I trusted screwed up so bad that everything I invested in is beyond gone. I'm pissed off that my stepson insisted on going to college out of state instead of staying here within state within budget. But instead of telling him no, we decided it was worth it. And so my husband, he glossed over it with me. I'm not trying to say that St. Allen, hid anything from me. I knew what he was signing, so to speak, but I stepped back and let them handle sending my stepson to college. And my husband found out well after the fact that what he signed was some loans were co-signed, and then the biggest of the loan was sole signed as a parent loan. And I didn't quite understand that part because my stepson had to go to college out of state, and he had to live on campus, and he had to do this. And when the money ran out and a girlfriend showed up, he called his dad up one day and said, I can't handle the pressures of my chosen path, and I want to take a year off. And his dad said, I will support you, because he's a good, supportive parent. And so my stepson, a few days later, calls his dad up and goes, by the way, I moved to Texas. I have a girlfriend. I bought a car. And he never went back to college, which set off a motion of all of these loans starting to come in. And I invested into people that I now have to depend on with over $90,000 worth of debt. And I'm mad at everybody for how unstable I feel about the future. My husband is just a few years away from retirement, and that's not going to happen. His health is becoming a bigger concern, and we can't retire because those loans are on us. Because my husband signed things, and my stepson, has just refused to pay anymore. He was paying $150 out of just under $500 every month. And now he refuses to pay even that, because his car got repossessed, and his girlfriend's never been working. Apparently, he's been supporting her all this time, so now he has a couple of maxed out credit cards, and working a job. His girlfriend's car got totaled. His car got repossessed. Like, they've been a 2-car household all this time, and his car got repossessed, and he lives 15 miles away from his job. Y'all, I don't understand a lot of things anymore. I'm getting detached from the generation that is. And I don't understand why it was more important to... I don't understand why she wasn't working all this time. Who gives a damn that she was in school too? You do both of them. That's what you do. You do what must be done. You get up and do what must be done. You could be doing side hustles. I've been trying to do side hustles. You do what you have to do. And I have to get up, and St. Alan has to get up and do everything because his son won't. Won't. Because his generation doesn't know how to, despite being taught. The boy's had a job since we were teaching him everything. His dad taught him how to budget, the whole 9 yards. He's doing none of it. None of it. Has 2 dogs, one of which has over $100 worth of medical bills every month. And I'm like, why? Why are you allowing this kind of expense when you can't afford it? And 15 miles away from work. Why aren't you living close to your job? And their excuse was that it's expensive to live close to work. Then the both of you go move somewhere cheaper and get a job somewhere cheaper. You don't live beyond your means and expect your dad to pay for it. What is wrong with this generation? I don't understand the sense of I don't owe you anything. That's basically his son is basically, that's not my loan. I didn't sign that. You're on your own with this. That's not mine. And the ones he's co-signed on, he's let go to default. And we get to suffer that. The people I trusted. And what do I get to hear? That's on me for trusting. That was my fault. I should have known better than to trust that. I should have been more. I get the blame for what they've done. We get the bill because he doesn't feel obligated. Because he doesn't feel like he owes. Because he doesn't feel like he should have finished. Because his priorities bit us in the ass, and he has no ability or plan. It's not just that he has no plan. Oh, we have a promise that he'll do what he can when he can. I'm like, his video games are more important. His girlfriend doesn't have the ability. And it's our bill. I'm not okay with this. And the solution is to simply suck it up and pay that additional damn near $500 a month and just consider that a lifelong debt we have to pay for the rest of our lives, so that his son, my stepson, can go and have a debt-free, well, not even a debt-free life, just less debt. So his stepson, or his son, my stepson, isn't obligated. Because you think these debt collections are going to come after a kid who can't? No. Or a young adult who can't? No. They're going to come after the established moneymakers. They're going to come after the guy who's got almost a 30-year career. And they won't care that his retirement is gone. They won't care. And it's the way of the world. It's what's expected of us now as parents. And I don't understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand this world. I don't understand a world where his son can just look up and say no. And it becomes our problem. While that little shit doesn't bother to learn responsibility. Despite having been taught, made to go, made to budget, made to, you go get a job, you learn, you do. And instead of finishing college, he went after a girl. Meanwhile, his dad went straight out of college, or straight out of high school into college and raising a family without a car. But his son can't survive in a two-car household. Both of the cars are gone now. Within 2 weeks, both of the cars are gone. And I understand hard times happen, but his hard times are our hard times, and there's never going to be a point anymore for the rest of our lives where we get out from under that. And all I wanted was just this crappy little house, which would have been paid off. And now we have to look at selling this because it's all I can think of, which means we go back to renting, which means my husband can never retire. Because rent in the world today, the only chance we had of getting out from under the rent problem was to own. And we're going to lose everything. And I can't get anyone to hire me. I can't get anyone to hire me. I have been trying, and no one wants to hire me. And let me tell y'all something, Uber is the biggest thieving enterprise. Mostly because of y'all. Because y'all will order $3 item and expect that you don't have to tip for the 4 miles I have to go to get it for you. Because you will order $30 worth of food and decide not to tip. I delivered your food on time. I got your extra sauces like you requested. Because you will order 6 or 7 coffees for the whole office. Which, let me tell y'all something, ordering a lot of drinks is a pain in the ass enterprise. With the exception of Starbucks and McDonald's, nobody knows how to properly box up. You get these flimsy little things that you hold all these things in, and you're supposed to somehow not spill them while getting there on time with asshole traffic, but you won't tip on that. When they show up unspilled, no mess on the side, all your straws, all your caramel drizzle, and that special order you requested after you put in the order, where you just sent me a message and said, hey, ask for it, to a company that Starbucks actually gets pissed when you don't tip them. Coffee places like that get mad when I don't tip them for your order. They get a paycheck. I have been looking for side hustles. I sell plasma now. So that my stepson doesn't have to pay over $90,000 worth of wasted college. Because that is expected of us in today's world by you. There'll be no reading today, folks. Auntie Rose needs a day. Bye, y'all.